What if your microcontroller could see colors just like your eyes do? In today's video, I am going to show you how to build a real-time color detection system using the ESP32 CAM. No external sensors, no color shields, no machine learning, just pure math and a $5 camera module. Hold up any color object and within half a second the ESP32 CAM tells you exactly what color it is on a live web page you can open from any phone or laptop on your network. You need an AI Thinker ESP32K module. This is the most common one, costs around $5 to $8, and it has built-in OV2640 camera and 4 MB of PSRAM, which we absolutely need for this. Now let's talk about the code, because this is where the real magic happens, and I want you to actually understand what's going on, not just copy paste blindly. The sketch is broken into four main parts. First, camera initialization. We configure the OV2640 to capture frames in RGB 565 format. This is key. Instead of GPG, which is compressed and hard to process, RGB 565 gives us raw pixel data. Every pixel is 2 bytes encoding the red, green and blue channels directly. We set the resolution to QVGA, that's 320 by 240 pixels, which is fast to process and more than enough for color detection. Second, pixel sampling. Instead of analyzing all 76,800 pixels in every frame, which would be slow, we just look at 20 by 20 right in the center. That's 400 pixels. We average all of them together to get one representative RGB value for whatever object is in front of the camera. This is also why it's work best when you hold the object closed and it fills the center of the frame. Third, and this is the clever bit, we convert the every RGB color into HSV. HSV stands for hue, saturation and value. Now, why do we do this? Because RGB is terrible for classifying colors. Think about it, dark red and bright red are both red, but their RGB values look completely different. In HSV, the hue channel captures the actual color identity, red, blue, green, separately from how bright or saturated it is. This makes writing colors rules so much cleaner. Hue is numbered from 0 to 360. Think of it like a degree on a color wheel. Red is near 0 and 360. Yellow is around 60. Green is 120. Blue is 240. Fourth classification. Once we have the HSV values, we check the saturation and value first. Upload the code to the ESP32 CAM. Now let's move to the practical demonstration of our ESP32 color detection system. Open the serial monitor. You can see the IP address of the ESP32 CAM. I have already opened its live interface on my laptop browser using the IP address. First, I bring a green color in front of the camera. You can clearly see that as soon as the camera captures the color, the system processes the image and instantly updates the web page. The detected color is now displayed as green on the screen. Now I slide the green color away and bring a blue color in front of the camera. Within a fraction of a second, the ESP32 CAM analyzes the new frame. The web page updates automatically and now show blue. Next, I place a red color in front of the camera. Again, the system detects the change very quickly. The detected result is updated to red on the web interface. Now I move on to a white color. The web page instantly refreshes and displays white. Finally, I show an orange color. The ESP32 CAM processes it in real time, and the detected color is shown as orange on the screen. One important thing to notice here is that as I slide different color in front of the camera using my mobile screen, the system continuously captures frames and updates the detected color without any delay. This shows that our system is working in real time with smooth color transitions. That's it for today build. We took $5 camera module, wrote about 150 lines of clean Arduino code and turned it into a real-time color detector with a live web interface. If you found this project helpful or interesting, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more amazing Arduino, ESP32 and IoT projects. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial.